The legendary king of Sweden, Charles XII, was such a big fan of chess that he was playing it even during a battle with the Ottoman Empire on the battlefield. He was playing his counselor, and in this position he said, "I'm winning, I have a checkmate in 3 moves." But then a bullet flew right through the board and knocked off one of the pieces, knocked over the knight. There's no longer a knight on the board, and Charles looks at this position and says, "Okay, I'll give you the knight as a gift from me. It's still a checkmate, but now in 4 moves." The counselor is shocked, but then another bullet flies right through the board and knocks off the h2 pawn. So white no longer has a flank pawn, and Charles says, "Okay, I'll give you this pawn. It's still checkmate, it's checkmate in 5 moves." What? It is true. Can you see all the checkmates? So the first one, rook takes g3, checkmate in 3. Black has to recapture, otherwise this will be a checkmate, so black captures, and if white takes the bishop here, it's a draw, because the king has no legal moves and it's a stalemate, which is a draw. So instead of capturing the bishop, knight f3 is the move that wins for white, because black can only move the bishop, and g4 is a beautiful pawn checkmate. Checkmate in 3 in the first position. Now position number 2 without the knight, checkmate in 4 moves. The first one is pawn takes g3. Now black waits, moves the bishop. Now we go with the rook here, and we want to checkmate with the rook on h4. So black has to try to stop this with the bishop. Now the bishop controls the square, but we still sacrifice this rook with a check. Black has to take, and now pawn g4 is a beautiful pawn checkmate in 4 moves. So now the final position without the flank pawn. It's mate in 5. The first move is rook b7. We need to go down there and checkmate from the h file, because there is no longer a pawn there. So black has to try and block this file by moving the bishop, putting it on h2. But now we have the move rook e1. Very important. Reactivation of the rook via a different path. So if the bishop moves, it will get taken and black will get checkmated. So instead black has to move the king, but now we go king g6. And whatever black does next, rook e4 will be a checkmate, for example, here and here. Beautiful checkmate. And Charles XII was a brilliant king and a brilliant chess player.